Okay, so good evening to everyone. So I am your corporate trainer. This is for the Core Java training, so demo on Core Java training. So let's start with the very first slide. If you talk about the trainer, so I have subject matter expert in C++, Java, Advanced Java, Python, and microservices, as well as blockchain technology. So these are my some achievements and different technology. I have some certification in different domains like microservices. I have certification in blockchain technology. I have certification in design thinking, Python as well for the data science. So I have around 7 year experience in a teaching profile as well as in a corporate trainer. So if you talk about my journey in this particular language, I'll start with my first preferred language, that is a C++, and then go on the next and further Java, Advanced Java, and Python and microservices. So this is about myself. Now let's move for the next. So today we are going to cover in a demo session. We are going to cover some of the topic from the Java, as this course is related to Java. So we will cover why we prefer Java rather than other language. Then comparison of Java with other language, Java bytecode, access modifier, and demo program in Java. So we'll discuss after this PPT, after letting you know that what we are providing in this particular PPT, or what are we are providing in this particular course. So after completing this PPT, I'll let you know, or will demonstrate about the very first program in Java. Okay, so let me move for the next. So these are the course outline which we will cover in coming days. So history of Java, introduction part, then we have object oriented concepts, basic language basic, classes and objects, in interface and inheritance, numbers and strings, packages, exception handling, file handling, threading, then Genesis collection, Java database connectivity, and a new feature which is uh, enabled in Java 8. So that is a lambda expression, then stream and lambda expression Java 8, enhancement in Java 8 or JDK 8. So we'll cover these all topics. Except these topics, you also are going to cover some extra topic, which I will show you in the next slide. So move to the next. So these are the add-on topics: Java applets, Java strings, and some DS program, data structure program, which is related to your interview purpose, or which helps you to crack some interview, or based on algorithms and DS concept. So some of program that is related to DS will cover during the topics covering, when we have, like we have array or any other collection program or a topic, then we will cover that topic with the DS program, data structure program. Then next, some additional course resource. So after completing each topic, you will be getting a PPT over that particular topic. Whatever we have covered in that particular day, we will give you the topics cover, or a PPT, or any other resources like documents and PDF format. So link of each tool used during the course will be provided. Means whatever the tools, or whatever the installation we have, we will complete in this particular course, will definitely give you some link, like JDK link, like ideally link. So everything will be provided by us through this course. Then there is a topic exercise will be provided as a homework. So whenever we completed some topic, we'll give you some topic exercise. So that will be purely based on topic for that particular day, which is based on that topic which is covered in that particular day. I'll give you some exercise, and you have to complete within next day, or within that week. Okay, so after completing each topic, you will get around 5 to 6 exercise for each topic. Let's say if we are talking about one, we have completed like array. So based on one dimensional array, based on two dimensional array, you'll approximately getting 6 to 12 exercise, topic exercise. Okay, after that, these are some projects which completed by my students. So one is the hunger zone, which is currently based on the uh, restaurant system, in which they just drop the code number of particular item, and all the related information will be fetched, and then they'll add in the order. And similarly, we have a programming hub, which is also based on some advanced Java features like servlets. And then it is completed programming language or a programming concept website, or uh, Java website, in which we are providing tutorials about the course content and some assignments, some papers over there. So there are different tabs over the programming hub website. So if you click on one of the tab, you or one of the module, you'll get that particular uh, content. And these are the basic requirement or prerequisite for your lab setup. So you need a high speed internet or a desktop laptop, or even these are the some system configuration you need. So Microsoft Windows 7 or above, or 500 GB hard disk memory. It is up to 60 GB, or we can work with 8 GB also, but at least you required at least 8 GB. Then CPU 4 core you must required, or can choose higher one also. Next, after completing this course, students are going to face some mock interviews. Like we have some, like यहाँ पे we have some string collection, polymorphism, pre-built packages, project based questions. We have some topic over here. So you must uh, face mock interviews after completion your course, or after completion your outlines, course outlines. So it is benefits for you to get interviewed in a reputed company, or it solves some questions over there. After that, after completing your certification or course curriculum, then you guys can register yourself for this particular or these three certification with Oracle. Then after completing this, you'll get a MindMajix certification from MindMajix. This is the structure of the MindMajix certificate. And thank you for attending this PPT. So I'm close this PPT, and these are some email address, and here are some number, or care number. You guys can, if you have any query, you guys can contact on or email or on info mindmagix.com, and contact on this number. Okay, so let me talk about the topic which we are covering in this demo. So let's start with the why Java. So if you talk about other language, if you compare this Java with other language, so you guys uh, need to know that it is popular from the 90s. Until now it is popular in Hibernate, in Spring. So in this we are covering only core Java. So after doing this core Java concept, you'll be register for, or you can enhance your knowledge in the Hibernate, Spring, web services, microservices with relate to Java. So Java is a very concurrent, is a very platform independent, and it is available free for any developers. So this is if you talk about globally, so half of the globally programmer will use the Java only, half of the programmer. they are always prefer to the Java because it has all the capability. Like if you talk about, if you go somewhere and just ask to I want to learn Android, so it will always, they will always told you that have you any idea about the Java, because the content or the syntax is very much similar to the Java. So before going to teach you Android Studio or anything, they'll teach you some core concept of Java. Similar, if you talk about any other cloud application like Salesforce and CRM, so in Apex coding there is also very similar syntax of Java. So it is also, if you talk about the force.com, it is also built in Java. So that's why the Java popularity is a very much old, if you talk about the Java. And now in case of your JDK 8, there are some enhancement, like you can use Lambda function, even you can use Java shell. What do you mean by the Java shell? The Java shell is basically as a REPL. So REPL आपने you might be heard in the Python, in which we are read, enter, and uh, enter, loop, and some repetitions. So REPL में हम क्या करते हैं कि हम we just do certain kind of experiment. Like if you don't want to write all the program like Java class Java or class demo, then there is a main function, and within that you need to print a hello demo or hello world. So you don't want to write all the program, you just need to write the hello world, you want to print that. So whether my program or my calculation is work fine, so you guys can choose the J shell. Fine. So comparison with the others language. So if we compare this with the other language, so similar to that, if we are talking about the PHP, we are talking about the uh, Python, we are talking about Android. So whatever the language we have, we just need Java. We prefer Java over the other language because it has a robust performance. If your program is written in a 32 bits uh, operating system, you can also operate it without any hesitation on the 64 bits hardware compatibility. So there is a no gap between these, or technological or compatibility gap within that. Then we must talk about the Java bytecode. So what is bytecode? It is just a class, or you can say a class file, which is in encrypted format. What does mean by the encrypted format? Let me show you a class file which is called bytecode. So why bytecode is very important? Because it is in encrypted format. And this is maybe you are heard about the Vora. Vora means you write once and run anywhere. So you just need to write code from your machine, and you can run it anywhere in other machine. And you don't need to require a source code. You just go with the bytecode only, which is not readable in a human beings, which is not readable to human beings. Why? Because it is encrypted format. So let you show कि कैसे होता है. Will definitely show you. So now next we have some access modifier. If you talk about the access modifier, just let's take an example of your personality. So when you are at home, you have a different personality, and you follow the, or you just walk around naturally. But if you talk about in a school or in a job environment, so your property will be changed. So similarly, there are access modifier. When we have a tag like public, we have a tag like private. So something will change for that particular class or for that particular program. Just like if you are in an office, you have to be formal, and this is the restriction. Similarly, if some class or some function gets static, access modifier, then what it means, that means you can call that particular function without making any object. And similarly, if you talk about your public, private, and protected access modifier, I hope you heard about in C plus, if you have done C plus plus or any other programming language. So you have heard about the three concepts: public, private, and protected. So if you talk about the default, so in Java there are four access modifier. If you talk about default, then if you don't apply anything, that means the class is in its default mode. If you write private, then it is in private mode. If you write public, public mode. And if you write protected, then protected mode. So let describe this with the help of one of the example, like just take an example of your hotspot. Let's say you are having a mobile and someone asks you to please have go to my data pack. So I have completed limit of my data pack, so just switch on your hotspot. So if you use your internet data without making any password, or your if you just take an example that you are not supposed to set any password, and you open your hotspot, so anyone can use your hotspot if it is public, is it? If you are open your, if you are setting hotspot open and it is public means you are not setting any password for that. So if you are, the people around you will use your internet without letting you know. And if you are setting password and you only use the data or internet data, then it is a private example. Means you are setting a password for your internet data or for your hotspot. If accidentally it will open, then nobody can access your data. That's called private. Only you and you can access your data. Now let's talk about the private, protected. What do you mean by the protected? Let's say some one of your friend ask you to please switch on your hotspot and give me the password. You allow them to use your internet connection or use your data. That's why you provide the password to them. Maybe one of your friend, or maybe a group of your friends. That's called protected, in which it is protected, but you have authorized to them that use my data. Hope you understand. Now let's start with the very first demo. I'm opening my notepad. So with this demo we are starting with the notepad, but we have so many, Java has maximum, ideally, integrated development environment we have in Java. Like, you guys can choose NetBeans, you guys can choose Intelligent, you guys can use for the 9th 10th student there is a BlueJ software. The guys can use also Eclipse. The guys can use also the latest and the most popular environment is VS Code, by using some extension, a Java extension. And similarly we have IntelliJ. So there are a lot of, you know environment we have, or ideally if we have to learn Java. So basically today I'm going to discuss with the very basic class, or with the help of notepad. Okay, so let me tell you, for the very first program we are setting public, then class, and the name of class. So let's take demo. So here you guys check, I'm assigning demo class name, and the D is capital. Let me confirm it. that this is up to you, that you want to take the name of Java class as a capital letter, or a first letter should be capital or not. It is up to you, because in case of Java, or in case of best practices, so you must take the name of class with the first letter capital. But you can also do the same with the help of small letters. It is not mandatory, but it is recommended. Hope you guys clear this. Now, next we have what? Next we have the function: public, static, void, and main. And within that, we are having string, arg, arguments, and again we have curly braces. So the best practices to make a program is that whenever you make a class, just open the curly braces and close curly braces. Why is it so? Because if you are putting after ending of the program, or after the program, if you have complete your demo class, your main function, and then you are putting your curly braces, then there might be a confusion that which curly braces we close for which open curly braces. So it is best practices to use curly braces line by line. Let's say if you have taking a class, then just start a curly braces and close curly braces. And now we have to define a method within the demo class. We have to write the method. After doing so, we must start and close. And here we are starting with the system.out.println. So this is for printing a string. Hello. What? Now let me explain this program. Go to save and click on save as, and write the name of your class, and demo dot java. The extension is Java. Okay. So one question arises over there, that can we take other name? Yes, we can. You can take other name for the file name. Like we are here, we have a class name as a demo, and then again the file name is also demo. But what is the difference if we are taking different name? The difference is compile time and runtime. When you compile your file, you have to write the name of file. When you run your file, then you have to write the name of your class. Hope all of you understand this. Now let's move for the next. So one by one explanation of these concepts. So I have already told you about this: public, private, and protected. So means this class is public, and it can be used by the other class. And similarly, same here, we have a public method can be used by the other program. And here is where we have access modifier. This access modifier used for what? That if you want to call this function, whenever you want to call this function in another function, you don't need to create a object of that particular class. I'll let you know what are the objects and all the things when we are covering these topics. So today we just need to know if we are putting this, means the function have some natural properties or default properties, you can say. But when we are putting static, then there is a it work exceptionally. They leave their default properties and get properties according to the static keyword. And if you talk about the void, If you are putting void, that means we never return anything to other function whenever it call this particular function. So it is just like to return empty. Then this method, so this is main method. Whenever you are creating your class, so let's say you have 3 or 4 class and you want to execute in a chaining system, like first class will execute second class will execute third class will execute fourth, and you don't have any main function within that, so you can't run this program. You have to take main function one of the class, and then within that class you just need to create objects and call them, or otherwise if the class is static you can call them independent without making any object. Okay, and this is your command line arguments. When you run the program, you'll pass some commands or pass some value to it, and all the values are assigned to the argument as a string. And here we have system. So if interviewer, this is a question in an interview, that what is the basic class or a very default class in the lang. So system is the default class or a very popular class in the Java. So system out, what is out, and it must be start with the first letter or a first capital letter. Why is it so? I have already told you that Java have recommendation to start your code or start your class name with the first capital letter, but in this what we have is you ignore the recommendation, but Java itself not ignore this. So that's why it takes system, which is class, with the first capital letter, and then we have an object for system class named as out. There are error object, there are in object also. So if you want to print something, so you have to take the error as well as out. After that we have a method named as a print and a println. So print will print the line or the text in a horizontal manner or a single line, but if you are taking ln, then every text will be printed in the next line, and this is how we can print. So we must enclose uh, your string within double quotes. After that we have to terminate this to start with the next string. So this is how we write the Java programs. Hope you clear all this stuff. So let me show you how we can run this program. So I have saved this program over the desktop, I think. Yeah. So go for command. Whenever we have IDE, then there is no need of to open the command. There are a terminal over there, but for this program we have to go for desktop first. Here just write the desktop, open your drive, click over the address bar, and here you can write cmd, and it will automatically open your path over your program is exist. So here you need to write Java C, and then the name of your program. So it is demo. Mind the case sensitivity. So if it will run, there is no error. Now you can start running this program. So just remove .java from demo and C from the Java, and just enter. You'll get the output. Hello world. And let me show you the byte code. So just right click over it and then go for open with. and open with notepad. So here you guys can check it is not a readable format. So you guys can just copy this class. Don't require, you don't need source file. You just need what, you just need to copy the class file and paste on another computer. And if it has jdk for that particular version, you just write and uh, start writing what, you just need to write the java demo program. That's it. You don't need to compile this, because it is a compiled program, or it is a compiled class. You just need to do what, you just need to copy this, just locate that file, and after that you need to write java demo. Is it clear? So this is how the java file works. And let me show you another way. Let me take it as a yogesh and save it again. Now again, when I compile this java c demo.java, with the help of arrow operator, you just fetch the previous command, press enter. Here you guys can check it should be declared. So class yogesh is public, should be declared in a file named yogesh.java. So if you write java or write public and there are a different name, even though it will show you an error. Now I'm erasing this, and it will take what, it will take the default access modifier, which we don't need to write over here. By default ये automatically क्या, it will take what, it will take default modifier. Now let me compile this. Now it is compiled. Now you think you'll run this program by this, but what happens, it is showing the value of previous compiled program. So let me remove that also. Here we have a demo class. Let me remove. Now once again we must compile this and run this. So could not find or load the main class demo. Why is it so? Because we are taking class name something else. Instead of demo, we are taking the name as yogesh. So we must run java yogesh, and you'll get the same output. Hope all of you understand this. So that's it for today. Good evening. Have a nice day. Okay, thank you for demonstration, attending the demonstrate of course Java. So please share your feedback and contact us for queries related course scope, schedule, reference, cost, and payment options. So these are some contact details. Email info at the rate mindmagix.com, and here are numbers over the screen: 924633 3245. And similarly in USA client, there is a 1917456840 Once again, a very thank you for attending this session. That's it for today.